Joining me now is 10 News political analyst Dr. Ed Lynch. Dr. Lynch, thank you so much for joining me here tonight.
Thank you.
Of course, we watched this debate. The national pundits are having their say, but I'm curious, since people kind of know, they follow us after these debates, we want to know what you think. Did you see any knockout punches tonight?
Knockout punches? No, definitely not. And that is not good news for Donald Trump. Donald Trump had the better chance tonight to really land a knockout blow. Had he done as well as he did against President Biden, then with the momentum already moving in his direction before the debate, then he might have been able to jump out to a really substantial lead. Having said that, Kamala Harris also did not land any knockout punches. She did well. I think that a lot of the pundits will give her the win on this, at least on some of the issues. But I'm not sure that she won by enough to fundamentally alter the dynamics of the race.
All right, let's get into that a little bit. I think one of the issues that Trump thought he might make some hay on tonight was the border. She was supposed to be the border czar, and you know, things at the border have not been great. I think he really planned to make that sort of the center of his attack tonight. How well did he do with that tactic?
Well, I thought he did very well on immigration. He brought a number of the issues back to immigration. He connected immigration with the economy. He connected immigration with crime. He connected immigration with some other issues that are important. Towns that are being taken over, all of those things. And Harris really did not have a response to that except to bring up a bill in Congress that didn't get passed, which I'm not sure is terribly convincing to anybody. So on immigration, I think I can give Donald Trump the win.
Okay. We know how, and we'll talk more about maybe where she won as well, but we know how Trump handles debates. We've kind of seen his style in these things, but this was the brightest light yet that has been on Kamala Harris, right? I mean, now that she's the presidential candidate.
Right.
How did she do in that spotlight?
Well, I thought she did well. She did have. There was one job she had tonight that she did not pull off, and that is to avoid that cackling laugh of hers during the debate. She was the one who interrupted a time or two. Most people anticipated that Donald Trump would do that, but she didn't make any big mistakes. She did not make any. She was able to talk about the issues the way that she wanted to. And I thought that Donald Trump missed some opportunities to really nail her on some of the issues where the American people are not in agreement with her, like on immigration and crime.
But I think most people believe that she appeared to be someone who could be president tonight. Don't you think?
Yeah, I would say that. And again, this was her first introduction to many Americans. I think their visual impression of her was probably okay, although she did a lot of glaring and she did a lot of shaking her head. She didn't sigh like Al Gore did, but and I think she certainly won the question on abortion. And I don't think there's too much of a surprise about that. But at the same time, when this is parsed, when people start picking apart some of her answers, when she has to defend some of the things that she said, the polls show that Americans want a stronger immigration policy. They're very concerned about inflation. They're very concerned. They're a lot more concerned about inflation and immigration than they are about abortion, let's say. So I don't. What Harris had to do was to convince Trump voters to change their mind. And I don't think she did much of that tonight. I think that people who were already planning to vote for her will vote for her with more confidence, but I'm not sure she got a lot more people to vote for her.
Yeah, so we're out of time, but I think it's safe to say in parting that undecided voters didn't really have a reason to shift to one side or another tonight.
I think that's true, yes. Okay. And there aren't many undecided voters out there to start with.
All right, Dr. Ed Lynch.